it's Yoga with Kai again. I'm really excited because I had the suggestion of teaching how to utilize a yoga wheel. So I'm going to do about a 30-minute video just to give you a little bit of taste of what utilizing a yoga wheel can do for you in your practice. I recommend having 2 blocks available and a yoga wheel. So what we're going to do is we're going to start opening up the posterior chain of the body. So go ahead and find your wheel along your mat, and we're going to find our seat. And we are going to open up in between the shoulders. Now the nice thing is about a yoga wheel is it gets to spots that a foam roller can't. So we're going to find it about the bra line in the thoracic spine. Okay. Plug the feet into the mat and just go ahead and roll back. Okay. Forward and back. Feel free to take some deep breaths. Just rolling out. Then we'll find ourselves back to our seat. Okay, so we'll readjust to where it's comfortable that you can lean back into it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the head to the wheel and we're going to find a bind with the hands. Very important thing when you bind with the hands is make sure you hug the elbows in, don't wing them out. So take the head down. If you notice, I scooted my booty down so I could find my head to the wheel. Hands are going to reach back and grab the wheel. Elbows are hugging in. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale. And on my exhale, I'm going to press through my feet. Hips will slowly lift up off of the mat to rolling back. You might notice crackles and pops. That's normal. It's just your spine tracking, aligning, and coming back. So you're going to roll back and forth. Now for some of you, you might not be able to go back all the way. That's okay. Just work to that first point of sensation. Keep breathing. What I like to do is as I roll back, I like to sink my hips down and then maybe see if they can connect to the wheel. Lengthen the legs out. Maybe I roll all the way back. Coming back. Rolling over my dreads. Just go back and forth. Take some time. I really recommend people to do this morning and night if they can. It will make a huge difference in your life. At least it did for me, which is great. When you're ready, come back. Find your seats. Slowly bring yourself up. Take a moment here, kind of we're upside down, so let your body readjust, and we'll make our way to our seat. Okay, cool, so that's just a spinal rollout. Next we're gonna go into a little bit of opening through the shoulders, so we're gonna make our way onto all fours. From here, go ahead and take the knees out the width of the mat, bring the big toes to touch, sit back towards the heels. And we're going to roll out to a child's pose. So the nice thing is you get a little bit of an overstretch here, which allows a little bit more opening through the side body, and it feels really good. So always recognize what your body is telling you. If there's any yellow lights or red lights going on in your body, back out. You know your body better than I know your body. So hands will extend out. I'm going to take an inhale. Exhale, reach my arms out. Nice thing is the prop moves with you. So you notice that my fingertips are a little bit more over the wheel. I can slowly roll the wheel out even more. Keeping the hands more towards the apex of the wheel, so the top. And maybe let the head sink between the shoulders. Take some deep breaths. Now to keep a little bit of stability through the shoulders, you can wrap the arms in, stabilizing the shoulder girdle, So wrapping those triceps. Inhale, rising up. Let's do lateral flexion now. Now to find lateral flexion, you're gonna find the wheel tracking with one of the knees. So it will roll off of the mat. Once again, try to keep your hips level, equal weight distribution. Arms are gonna extend out. Inhale and moving on the exhale. Keeping the hands towards the apex of the wheel, then releasing the head down. Once again, you can wrap those triceps in and then extend out. Just adds for a little bit of extra stability through the shoulder if you're worried about that. Inhale, come back up. Other side, same thing. Track the wheel with the knee. Keep the hips with equal weight distribution. Inhale, exhale, extend out. Roll the wheel away. Keep the hands to the apex of the wheel. Once again, you're going to wrap the triceps, creating that little bit of shoulder stability there. Release the head down. Inhale, rolling back in. Awesome. Now we're going to go into all fours. We're going to open up again. Once, again, through the shoulders, okay? So wrist, elbow, shoulders are going to stack. We're going to have the wheel like so, so widthways. I'm going to plug my knees in, take the right arm up. I'm going to take the top of the right hand to the wheel. On the exhale, roll the wheel away. And breathe. Inhale to center. Awesome. We're going to take the left arm up. Top of the left hand will come to the wheel. Exhale, roll it away. Inhale, come back in. Awesome. All right. So from here, we're going to go into a supported lunge. So I always teach, when I'm first starting teaching the wheel, I always teach with learning the basics and the supporting of the wheel. So that's what I'm going to give you guys today. So left foot will come forward. Right foot's tucked under. You can find the wheel wherever it fits comfortable. Everybody's different, so some people the wheel might be back here. Okay, some people the wheel might be back here. Find what's comfortable to you. Just try to find that alignment with the ankle and knee to the best of your ability. Know too that you're supported here, so you shouldn't have much pressure on the joints. Okay, neutralize the pelvis. Breathe here. Nice thing is you can work on that neutralizing, and then you can work on reaching out through the back heel, lifting the knee up, creating a little bit of extra length into your lunging, but you're still supported. Arms can extend up. Breathe. Next, exhale, hinge at the hips. Reach the arms forward. Twist across the body. Take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Feel yourself supported. High twisting lunge. Once again, reaching out through the back heel. Soften the midline. energetically hug the legs towards each other to help stabilize and keep balance as well. So similar rules applies, but you are supported here with the wheel. Slowly unwind. Back up on Janayasana. Drop the back knee down. Okay. From here, we're going to begin to shift the hips back. Reach out through the heel, the toes. You can find the hands here. Runner's lunge. Nice thing is you can work on plugging that leg into the hip. When you're ready, come back, lunge. Take the wheel on the inside of the left knee. Now from here, we're going to transition back, modified plank. Now we're going to start in modified plank. Notice thumbs are towards each other, gripping the hands around the wheel. Try to find a crease in the wrist, push out through the shoulders, plug the navel into the spine. Okay, we can stay here, keep the activation and balance here. You can even shift the wheel forward and back and understand what it's going to feel like with a little bit of a movable prop. Notice that when the wheel comes back towards you, you have a little bit more stability. Tuck all 10 toes. Exhale, plank. Breathe here. Charge up the legs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop back down. Take the right foot forward. Find the wheel underneath the leg. Once again, it's going to vary depending on your height, the length of your bones. So do what feels comfortable to you. Try to find the joints stacking. Back foot's tucked under. Neutralize the pelvis to the best of your ability or to what feels good. Inhale, extend the arms up. If you'd like, charge up through the back leg, reach out through the heel, supported lunge. Adjust the wheel if you need to. As I rose up, I realized that I needed the wheel back. Nice thing is it's a movable prop, so you can adjust it where you need it. Deep breaths. Next, exhale, hinge at the hips. Reach the arms forward. Take the left elbow across over to the knee. Twisting lunge. Soften the midline. Energize the legs towards each other. Charge up through the back leg. When you're ready, unwind, drop the back knee. From here, we're going to take the leg up onto the wheel. Notice too that you can move it to whatever feels good. Plug that leg into the hip, flex the foot, runner's lunge. Woo! Breathe. Back to low lunge. Take the wheel out from underneath. Hands are going to come back to the wheel. Modified plank here. Notice here, zip up the front line of the body. Soft pushing and rounding between the shoulders. Breathe. If you want to rise up, tuck all 10 toes. Plank pose. Breathe here. If you'd like, exhale. Take one knee in, tap the wheel, inhale back. Remember, the crease in the wrist is going to help with this, with the balance. Exhale, tap, inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Come back. Drop down. Awesome. Go ahead and take your arms to chicken arms for a moment. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and make our way to standing. Okay. So let's explore working with the wheel in a forward fold. Nice thing is we can lengthen out, find a little extra length through the spine, and we're going to explore some twisting with it. So let's inhale, extend the arms up from mountain pose. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Find the wheel. Now with the wheel here, go ahead, and this helps you find a true halfway lift. So see if you can broaden across your sit bones, activate the spine. Take some breaths here. Now, keeping this activation, active legs, active spine, okay? Exhale, roll the wheel away a little bit. Keep that length. Exhale, roll away a little bit. Once again, you're gonna go to your first point of sensation to what feels pretty good, okay? You can keep working and rolling away. Allow the head to fall when you're ready. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Now we're going to explore a twist in this forward fold. Now oftentimes our twists, they're hard to get into or initiate and to find that proper stacking. Great thing about the wheel is it gets you up to a proper level to explore where the twisting can come from. So we're going to bend the right knee, right hand down. Exhale, twist across the body. We want to work towards getting that right rib to stack right over the left, right under the left. Take a few breaths. Inhale, back to center. Bend the left knee, take the left hand down. Exhale, left rib stacks right underneath the right. Twisting comes through the thoracic spine. And coming back down. Exhale, fold. Roll the wheel away. Inhale, come back up. All right, so from here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna find the wheel right underneath the hands, thumbs towards each other, fingertips grip around the wheel. Push through the spine, take one leg back, then the other, plank pose. Exhale, knee to the outside of the tricep, inhale back. Exhale, knee out, and back. Good. One more each side. When you're ready, go ahead and take the right knee forward, place the foot down. Pivot the back heel at about a 45. Train track the legs and try to get the hips to square up, or at least to the best form of squaring that you can. Okay? Pyramid pose. Now same thing, see if you can keep the legs active. Activate the spine, keep length. Activate the spine, that's a horrible cue. Activate your back muscles, then extend out. Keep power in your lead shin, don't let the knee buckle. Each exhale, extending out. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Take the left hand down to the wheel. Exhale, twist across the body. Left rib is going to stack right over the right. Twisting pyramid. Hand back to the wheel. Wrap the hands around the wheel, thumbs towards each other. Pivot the back heel up. Transition back, plank pose. Exhale, knee to outside tricep. 3 each side. Next one, go ahead and take that left foot forward. Pivot the right foot back, about a 45. Train track the legs. Square the hips forward to the best of your ability. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Activate your back. Exhale, extend out, pyramid pose. Keep power in your shin. Inhale, roll the wheel in, halfway. Take the right hand down. Twist the right rib across the body underneath the left. Twisting pyramid. Try to keep the hips squared. Common tendency is that left hip likes to pop out. Keep it plugged in. Take the hand down. Wrap the fingertips around the wheel. Thumbs towards each other. Pivot the back heel up. Transition back, plank pose. Exhale, knee to tricep 3 times each side. Go ahead and drop the knees down the width of the mat. Sit the hips back. Inhale, exhale, extend out, child's pose. Take some breaths. Inhale, rise up. From here, we're going to hold in a plank pose utilizing the wheel. Okay, so the wheel's going to go in between the feet. Make sure that when you go into plank pose that the legs are active. The nice thing about the wheel is it will let you know what side you're not activated on, because the wheel will probably tend to flop to the one side that you're a little bit more lenient on. So we'll come to plank pose, or take the hands down from tabletop. Wrist over shoulder stack. We're going to take the foot up the wheel. Now know that you want the feet to hook around the wheel. So find a hooking here. Push through the shoulders. Zip up the front line of the body. On the exhale, activate the legs and roll out. Plank pose. Exhale, knees drop. Inhale out. Knees drop. A few more. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. Good. When you're ready, take the feet off the wheel, sit back on it. Take the arms to chicken arms. Now to build up, we can do plank roll-ins, which the knees will come a little bit more into the chest. There's going to be more of an active puffing up through the spine between the shoulder blades. We're going to get into it the same way we just did. Hands down, wrist over shoulder stack. Take the feet up the wheel, hook the feet. When you're ready, extend out. Next one, legs are active. Exhale, knee towards the chest. Inhale out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, drop the knees down. Take a moment, sit back. Now, if your wheel flopped to the side, which that's super common, feel free to pause the video and go through it a couple of times and just see if you can do one roll in. It takes a lot of practice to be able to roll in and out, and it gets better with time the more you practice with it. So feel free to pause at any time, but we are going to move forward. We're going to come back down to our booty, and we're going to roll out the spine before we go into Shavasana. So find the wheel about bra line, thoracic spine. Okay. Feel free just to take the hands behind the head, roll out. Pressing through the feet, hips lift up. And whenever you're ready at any time to bind the hands to the wheel, find yourself seated first. Take the head down, wrap the hands around the wheel. Hug the elbows in to where they're in alignment with the shoulders. On the exhale, press through the feet, roll back. Take some deep breaths. Maybe see and explore if you can drop the hips down to help create a nice curve of the spine. Nice thing about the wheel is it's helped me to understand how a back bend should feel, because I always have a common tendency to dump in my lumbar spine. But utilizing the wheel helps me find a little bit more of an opening through my thoracic spine. Even though that area doesn't bend that much, it helps me understand how it should feel. Shanti. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back to your seat. Take a moment, readjust. Bring yourself up. Move the wheel aside. Let's find ourselves on our back. Allow the feet to extend out the length of the mat or the legs. Feet fall open. Gently tuck the shoulders underneath of you. Allow the palms to face up. Begin to close the eyes. Feel free to find audible exhales. Relaxing the jaw. Releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. The time is here and now to be present with the body, what it's saying, what it's feeling. Each exhale, allowing the body to sink a little bit deeper into your mat, feeling a little bit heavier, maybe even a little bit more relaxed. I invite you to begin to maybe deepen the breath. Wiggle the toes, the fingers, gently, softly awakening the body, bringing a little bit more awareness in. And if it serves you to extend the arms overhead in a final stretch, feel free to explore that. And when you're ready, slowly roll to either side of the body to a recovery pose. Take a moment here to honor the time on your mat, to explore a new prop, the possibilities within your yoga practice. And when you're ready, letting the head feel heavy, keeping the gaze soft, bringing yourself up to a comfortable seat. We'll take the hands to heart center. It was an honor being able to guide you and introduce you to the yoga wheel. My hope is that it piqued your interest, that you can look at it as a great prop to assist your yoga practice, and that you were able to find a little bit of new power within. And the light in me honors, sees, and feels the light in you. It's an honor teaching yoga virtually. And have a blessed evening, morning, mid-afternoon, whatever or wherever you are, and namaste.